Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those who are returning, welcome. For those who are here for the first time, I am excited that you are here. Please do me a favor and like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell as well as share this video, okay? My name is Winnell Wilma, and on this channel, I share all things faith, family, and fearlessness. And today I have a quick message for you. You got what it takes. Okay. I want for you to say this to yourself over the next couple of days. Repeat this to yourself. I've got what it takes. You've got what it takes to achieve whatever it is that you are working on achieving right now. Whatever thing that seems big in front of you, that seems like it's impossible to accomplish, you have what it takes. And this really came to me yesterday while I was because I'm currently in a coaching program to help me, become a better coach, right? And to actually go ahead and do what God has called me to do. And so while in class, my daughter, who is now 10-month-old, she is amazing, really easygoing baby. She do have her moment when she's a baby, when she wants to be held and she wants a little bit more attention. So yesterday was one of those days, and I'm sitting in class. I'm sitting here in front of my computer and I'm holding her in my hand, and it hit me. I have what it takes. Immediately what came to mind when I looked at her and I looked at the screen and I looked at what I was doing, I thought of my first child, right, who is now 11 years old, and how she experienced me, and now how this child is experiencing me. So my first child experienced me when I was in school. I had went back to get my master's degree, and I was also working. And so I balance is not a true thing, right? But I navigated between being a mom to her, being a student, and also working. It was something that was extremely hard at the time, that might have seemed impossible, but I got through it. And so when I looked at my 10-month-old daughter in my hand, I thought about it. My first daughter experienced me with school and work, and she's going to experience a different version of me. She's going to experience me now working for myself, but as well as still learning to equip me to be able to carry out the work. So it hit me. And immediately after that thought hit me, and I know that was the Holy Spirit putting that thought in my head to encourage me. You see, that's what the Holy Spirit does, right? That's one of the things he does. He will encourage you to keep going. So immediately after I had that thought, I'm like, I did this thing before, right? Because I've been having a hard time trying to balance going after this dream that God has shown me, as well as being present and being a mom to her, and just being grateful because she's a whole testimony, so just being grateful of my testimony and not wanting to use the testimony that God has blessed me with as an excuse why I cannot do the thing that he is calling me to do, right? And so the Holy Spirit reminded me of that to encourage me that I have what it takes, that I've done it before. I overcame another struggle before. So this is just another milestone, right? This is not my first challenge. This is not my first big thing. I overcame before, I can do it again. I just need to reflect and look back and get encouraged from what I did before and know that I am capable of doing this thing. I am capable of overcoming whatever it is. And so this is my reminder to you to know that you have what it takes. This obstacle that's in your way, this challenge that's in your way, whatever it is you're currently facing, whatever it is you're currently working on, it is not your first challenge in life. It is not your first big thing. You did it before and you can do it again. And again, when Holy Spirit reminded me of that and just truly, truly encouraged me, I also reflected on David. He came to mind when he went out to the army, and when he went and he fought Goliath. He wasn't afraid. He wasn't discouraged because that was not his first fight. That was not his first obstacle. That was not his first challenge, right? God had got him through so many things before. And so he knew God was going to get him through this thing. He overcame before. So therefore he knew he was going to overcome again. Right. And that's why our testimony is so important, not just for other people, but for ourselves too, because sometimes we forget. We forget how strong we are. We forget how smart we are. We forget how persistent we are. We forget these great qualities that God has put in us, that when new obstacle come away, when another milestone come up, that we start to shrink and we start to allow the enemy to talk louder and louder in our ear more than what God is saying. Right? And so David recorded those things that he had done before, and it encouraged him, and he knew that it prepared him for this moment, right? And he wasn't, this is the last point and takeaway I want for you to have. He wasn't leaning on his own strength. He wasn't banking on his own power, because he know that he wasn't the one in his flesh that overcame those obstacles in his past. It was God working through him. And so he knew that God could work through him again to overcome this giant that was in his life. So what is the giant are you facing, that you are facing right now? What is the giant that you are facing right now? I want to encourage you to go back and reflect on the other giants that you have overcame. Don't look at the metaphorical ones that people talk about all the time. Look at your own story. Reflect back on your own story, what you have overcome, what you have gone through. What are the giants that you overcame before? And now look at the giant that is currently in front of you and see, how did you overcome that giant before, right? And use that to encourage you to go ahead and take on this giant that is currently in front of you, because you have what it takes. You have what it takes. And so that is my reminder to you today. And know that you don't have what it takes in your own strength. You have what it takes because of who your Father is, because of who your source is, because of who you are rooted in. And so as long as you stay rooted within him, he is going to help you defeat, achieve, accomplish whatever it is. Okay? So please do me a favor. I know you know at least 5 people who need this encouragement. I know you know at least 5 people. So make sure you personally share this to 5 people. Send them a text message with the link. Say, hey, I just want to encourage you today. And go ahead and watch this video. Go ahead and send it to them. Share this on your social media. And like this video if you haven't already. Comment, what is it that you're trying to achieve right now? Please comment, put it in the comments of this video. What is it that you're trying to achieve right now? What is your giant that you're trying to overcome right now? I would love to know what that is. I would love to partner with you in prayer as well, to keep you in prayer, because I know that you have what it takes.